So this identification is on the Navajo code talkers and many other Native American tribes who were code talkers. They were a very important part of uh, the U.S. military during World War II. We can see here some of the code talkers in combat areas, from different Native American tribes. Here is a group called the Choctaw Code Talkers. And here we have one of the code talkers not using the radio, which is what they were so famous for, but also in fighting in combat. Okay, so the main thing of the Navajo, all the code talkers, was that they were uh, an expert group of creating secret codes for the U.S. military during the war, especially the war with Japan, and they were they joined the Marines or the Army, and they used their Native American language to put secret missions in code language using American Indian or Native American language, which was impossible for the Japanese to break these codes. A film made about that a few years ago with Nicolas Cage was called The Wind Talkers, which was about the code talkers. So here you see the statement, the unbreakable codes. That's what the code talkers were. They live and they work in very dangerous areas, in combat areas, uh, on islands near the Japanese military, and would then send secret messages between American troops about troop locations and planned attacks. And in this way, the Japanese could not decipher. The Japanese would intercept radio messages, but when they heard these messages, they could not decipher the code. That's where I got the term the unbreakable code. Here's another picture of there were many groups of code talkers fighting for the United States during World War II and really saving countless lives by using uh, Indian and Native American language to make the codes unbreakable. Okay, so in summary again, the code talkers with many different tribes, including the Navajo and the Sioux, who had soldiers who were volunteers to go into highly contested combat areas and use the Native American language and then code it into secret code language that was an unbreakable code and helped the United States win the war much more quickly and with much less death and casualties for the United States side. That the code talkers.